Latricia Trammell, Natasha Howard, and Arike Gumbawale. If you have questions for our Zoom participants, just use the raise hand function and we'll get to you. And anyone in person, I'll start with Dorothy.
Coach, congrats on the win. Talk about the keys to the win tonight.
Well, I think it was a team effort. I mean, someone did something that we needed in whatever possession on both sides of the basketball. And, you know, everyone's going to remember there at the end. But, you know, like I said, each one contributed in an incredible way. And so when you have players that can do that, and it doesn't have to all fall on one, that's when you know you're going to head in the right direction and do some great things. And I can read them all off too, those doubles and the shots at the end and the rebounds and the blocks. Maddie hit a big three. You know, that was, I mean, everyone got in, everyone contributed. We only had 2 that were in the negative. Everyone else ended the game on a positive. And yeah, it's the paint points 60 to 42. Second chance points 26 to 12. Okay, you get the picture. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You guys chuckled about it at the beginning. Enrique 38 minutes, Natasha 36 minutes. How do we manage that going throughout the rest of the season?
Do my best. Do my best. No, it's funny that you say that. And we were up here laughing because we discussed that prior to going in about we were going to work those minutes a little bit better, but they were doing so good, you know, and I get it, and that's probably more on me, but I try to get them out when I could, you know, for that 1 minute or 2 minutes that they had, but they're just, that says a lot about them. I just trust them, you know, and rely on them so much, but yeah, I've got to do better on that, in that area. We talked about it, but now we got to do the action part.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Coach, early in the game, the Sky, they managed to get a double-digit lead, but they couldn't put you guys away. How confident were you that if you guys were able to keep the game close, that you were going to pull the game out of the end?
Well, we know basketball's a game of surges, right? And it just got to weather the storm because we were going to go on our runs as well. And I love this because I can say it. It may not mean as much, but when we're in the timeout and I'm walking in and I'm hearing them say it from your veteran leaders, it means a lot more. And so I love that. That's growth from last season to this one, but we just kept saying just one possession at a time.
Coach, speaking on growth from last season to this season, what's your assessment on Maddie Segrist, you know, her development from last year to now?
Maddie's always ready. You know, I mean, that is one thing that she did. A lot of people don't realize this, but she had a procedure on her knee. We didn't ever mention that last season, but she rehabbed, came back and played AU. But we know she's Maddie Buckets for a reason, right? But what she has enhanced is her defense. And I think she's one of the best, too, of rebounding the percentages, knowing when they're coming off. And she's to have, you know, 13 points, I believe, tonight. But also with Maddie, they trust her, you know, and the rest of the team. I mean, everyone likes Maddie, so I'm proud of her.
Let's go to Asia Cop.
Hi, this question is for Howard and Gumbawale. How are y'all able to pull off Mabry in that fourth quarter? Because, I mean, y'all really found that fire.
Yeah, I mean, Marina Mabry, you know, hopefully she'll be an all-star this year. She's had a lot of great years, but hopefully she gets that nod. But she's an amazing player. Obviously, I played with her my whole 4 years of college and played with her 2-3 years here. And she doesn't stop. She doesn't stop fighting. But, you know, as a team, we held good team defense. It's hard to guard her one-on-one because she can go to the basket, she can shoot. But we kept an eye on her as a whole, and we were help side. So it takes a team effort to stop her. But like I said, she's an amazing player.
Yeah.
Tosh?
I'm going to say good job.
Yeah. You know.
All right, thank you guys.
Tasha, a physical game by both teams. Talk about the ways Chicago challenged the team.
Well, Chicago challenged all of us, but it didn't stop us what we were doing on the defense and offensive end. And that's what we are really good at now, is our defense. And our defense helped us a lot on the offensive end. And Chicago couldn't hang with us with our speed, our versatile post players, and also T and Lonnie in the paint. They can't stop us. But overall, we're gonna clean up some things starting on Friday and see what Chicago's going to do, how they're going to switch up their defensive stuff. So.
Questions for Enrique. You've been dubbed the clutch queen, and
Well,
your coach just spoke about this. But basketball has scoring and flurries. What is it about those last 5 minutes during clutch time? Again, it just clicks.
Honestly, this time I was dead. It was like I think we had like 5 minutes left. It was a timeout, and I was dead. But honestly, Maddie came to me, and she was just like, "The Lord renews your strength," and I just got to burst. It was crazy. So I appreciate her. She's always talking to me. As a second year, that's big of her to come to me and talk to me and support me. But it takes a whole team. So definitely takes a lot of strength from God, but also as a team, we kept it together. And I love those type of moments also. So I was prepared for it.
That's good.
All the time.
Natasha and Enrique, talk about the new pieces on the squad and how you guys have kind of come together.
The new pieces that we have on the team, they're good. They're good. You see they coming off the bench helping us out when we get subbed out and stuff, so that's a really good, a good boost for us to get a little break and stuff coming, for them to come in and stuff. But overall, I feel like we did a good job of drafting good players, and also from the players we drafted last year. So it's a really good piece on how we putting everything all together all in one. For 17 days during training camp, so it's
and only one preseason game.
Right? It's really good.
And I mean, we have one rookie in JC, but she's a little older, for her to be a rookie. So she has that. And Sev, obviously, she's a rookie, but she's been playing with pros at Fenerbahce her whole life. So that's nothing new to her to play, against pros. And then Jalen, she's been playing pro overseas. So even though they're rookies, they have experience. So I love that. And then Lou, obviously, she sat a year and didn't come. Steph sat a year, so they've been around pros. So it's easy for them to come in and do what they do.
We'll go to Jordan Grace.
Hello, ladies. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So my question is for any one of y'all. So one of the things that stood out to me was the ball movement. Enrique, you had 7 assists. Natasha, you had 5. So just talk about how important the ball movement was, because I feel like that's what kind of got your offense going.
Coach always talk about swing the ball, don't keep the ball in one spot, because if we do, the defense is going to relax. So with us, we just kept the ball moving and got Chicago off balance and stuff. And that's when we had great open shots, lanes, good assists, dishing off the tee. We did an amazing job of swinging the ball left and right, and also penetrating and open and looking for the wide open shots and layups and stuff. So I feel like we did a really good job. We trickled it from practice to the game.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
We'll go to Brad Lake.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Brad Lake, WBB Nation, WNBA Swish.
Hi there.
Your defense really found its rhythm tonight. You had 12 blocks and 7 steals.
I had 1 block, and I hope it got counted. We got to check on that.
Could you speak of how well this defensive unit is playing and what you're going to see from them in Saturday's game?
How well your defense is playing.
Yeah, I feel like that we had lapses, but we are ahead of where we were last season. And so that's really exciting. We have a lot of players that are wanting to get on those defensive teams and defensive player of the year. And so our mind has shifted a little bit. I know we can score the basketball, but the separation is going to be that defense. And so I know without a doubt, we're gonna really enhance our defense this season in the league.
I wanted to ask Enrique and Natasha, Angel Reese, one of the biggest stars. What do you guys think of her debut today?
I think her performance was solid. Hands down, her defense was solid. I told her after the game, keep working on your game. You're going to be the next face for the WNBA. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm proud of you.
That's great.
Yeah, I agree with that. All the rookies, they brought a lot of fans to the WNBA, and we all appreciate that. Obviously, the game is shifting from the older players to the newer players, and they're bringing a lot of great energy. And, she's a great player on and off the court. She's doing what she needs to do for women, for the W, and this is her first game. Obviously, she has a long career, but this is a good start for her, so I think she's going to keep getting better.
Natasha, Coach mentioned you all being veterans on the team. I'm curious, how do you balance the ebbs and flow of the season throughout the journey? I know it's game 1, but how do you kind of balance that?
Just take it day by day. Just focusing on us in practice and focusing on those things that we need to work on every single day for we could have that muscle in our head. So when we play in the game, it's already there, it's already clicking. So today, everything we've been doing in practice is actually clicking in the game. So we're just going to keep building on that every single game, every single practice.
We have time for one more?
Eric Martinez, News Stitch Media. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Just a quick question. I know you were talking about defense, and it looked like late in the third, it looks like you locked in defensively, and when it came to scoring points off of turnovers, it seemed that was key towards down the stretch of the fourth, and it looked like it started in the third. Can you talk about in terms of defense and scoring points off of turnovers, fast breaks?
Yeah, 24 points. That's all right. Your day off tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's something we talk about all the time. And so to do that on the first game, that's our standards are high. So we've got to continue to stay consistent with that, not be satisfied. But yeah, I'm very proud of them.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone give Reek